Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to wait one moment, but while I'm waiting, before I start my Soulful Sunday discussion today, just wanted to wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. Hope you had a great day today and hope you have great days to come. So today's Soulful Sunday's topic is, are your experiences purposeful or do they just happen by chance? So just think about that for a moment. Are your experiences purposeful or are they just random acts, random chances? So in starting the discussion, I want you to think about what the definition of chance means and what that means, and what the definition of purposeful means. Okay, so just think about those for a moment. And I'm just going to discuss each one of those separately. So first of all, we know that when things happen to us by chance, we have no control over it. We go through life experiences, just things, random things happen to us for no rhyme or reason, and we just go through life sort of like leaves floating on a tree, if you will. So I want to give you two scenarios about chance. One, and the main one, is a leaf. So imagine a leaf just hanging on the tree, and the wind is blowing gently. No disturbance. But all of a sudden, here's this strong gust of wind. And not only does it blow the leaf, but the leaf detaches from the tree and detaches from its stem and falls from the tree by its stem. So it doesn't plan to fall. And there's no set location that it falls to. So it just randomly falls and hits the ground. No specific place that it lands. So the wind just intentionally singles out this particular leaf and it falls to the ground. So that's chance. We just go through life like leaves hanging on the tree, and the wind blows, and we may fall off the tree and we land anywhere. Another scenario could be a quilt. If you make a quilt, you start off with a small patch. So you have all these little patches that makes a quilt. Well, if you just look at it, we know we all have connections. Some of us feel a connection to our ancestors. Sometimes we have a connection to the universe. The stars tells us things. Sometimes it's the Holy Spirit. It just, that we're in tune with. But the main thing, no matter the good, the bad, the ugly, the experiences we go through, life is very unpredictable, as we can say. So that being said, so do we go through life? Is it purposeful or is it by chance? So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna tell you my story. I was gonna meet this woman, this lady. We were working on something for our organization with the retired teachers. And I was supposed to meet her at a specific location because we were working on a project. I thought we were going to meet in an area that was sort of equal distance between the two of us. So I'm just going to name the cities. One city was Creedmoor, another city was Oxford. So I'm in Roxborough. So I thought we were going to meet at the library. And for some reason, I thought we were meeting at the library in Oxford. But in her mind, we were meeting at the library in Creedmoor. So Oxford, depending on the location, because I live in Timberlake, could be closer or farther away. But either way, if I were going to Creedmoor, I would have went a different direction, basically. So I arrived at the library, and I got out, and this lady approached me, and she said, "Can you tell me where," I think she asked me where was the courthouse or something. I said, "Well, it's down the street, take a left." And I started to walk away from her. But when I got ready to walk away, I was like, "Excuse me," I said, "You look mighty familiar." And she said, she told me her name, and she told me what her last name was. And she said, "Yes, my family lived in Person County, where I reside." And she said, "But I live in Virginia." And I went on to say, "Oh, I have relatives in Virginia." And she said, "Yeah." She said, "Well, my parents were in Roxborough," and she went on telling me her mom's name or whatever. But then she said the last name. Now, before I tell you the last name, I'm just going to tell you what I remember my siblings telling me, my older siblings telling me, that we had an uncle who they were afraid of because he was white. He wasn't, they were afraid of him because they hadn't been around a white man before. And they were really not knowing, they like, "Well, there's, Uncle," I think they called him Uncle John. Oh. But I'm thinking that was this lady's relative because the last name was Thaxton. And I went on to tell her that I thought I was relative with LL Cool J, who had relatives here in Roxborough who were Thaxtons. But she went on to show me her birth certificate, and, she showed me where, when I think it was her grandmother was born. I want to say mom or grandmother. Anyway, it was on the birth certificate, they had it marked as the ethnicity was, her race was colored. But anyway, the chances of me, so we hugged and we were like, "We're family," and she said, and we exchanged numbers. But I'm just saying, what were the chances of me, instead of going to Creedmoor, where I was supposed to meet this person, I ended up going to Oxford, trying to help someone with direction, gave her directions, and realized that, lo and behold, she was a family member, and that I had heard family members talk about family members who were a different race. And it's just amazing how we make connections like that. Again, was that purposeful for me? Was that divine intervention? Was that God's will for me to meet that relative that I had no clue? And I looked at it, I was like, "Are we relatives?" It was just amazing. And so that's why I put her picture on Facebook today, because it just made me think that I don't think we go through life by chance. I think there's purpose in our life. And I believe the experiences we go through have meaning, and maybe there's purpose in the way that we respond to chance. So maybe it's both of them. But I'll leave you with this. First, I want to play this song. Just something I just want to play, just being thankful that, my mom at 92 years old, my siblings, my sisters, all live to be, all are able to enjoy Mother's Day. And like I say, my mom is living, and, we just had a wonderful day today, just celebrating life. And for that reason, I want to sing this song. I hope because we know that we, as they say, we could have been dead, sleeping in our grave. But God didn't plan it that way. He planned us to be here on Mother's Day. And I just wanted to play this, a little bit of it, not a lot. Until next time. Say it again, because it is. I was able to go to church and spend time with my daughter today. My sons planted a rose bush, and my siblings came to visit my mom. It was a great day. I said, oh, how beautiful it is today just to be alive. Oh, how beautiful it is today just to be alive. And as I end, until next time, I want you to know that chance may open the door, but purpose tells us why we walk through it. You all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next Sunday for Soulful Sunday.